the St. John's River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Then on the other side, you've got the Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from the Sunshine State. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. On the ground, here's the Clemson pilot, Travis Etienne. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. On the ground, this is Trevor Etienne. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. In motion is Hill. Third down, here's Wilson. Now quick throw, taken in by Brown. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
Colts, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Colts.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down.
And he will get into the end zone. Rick Pearsall, touchdown Colts. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The kick is good. Makes the score 7. Jaguars nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5.
Christian Kirk on the return.
The Jacksonville offense is ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
The Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Will fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up second and 11 at the
The
37.
throw on second down is Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the tight end, Stover. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got his man. It's Hill. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Colts first down.
Now a handoff. ETN. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. From the 33, here's second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Brings up third and 8.
In motion is Hill. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. And it's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10
On play action, Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the second.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Third and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
Their own 8-yard line.
The Colts offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. They go play action now. Wilson. Catch is made by Wright. Here's second and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 9-yard line.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Throwing again. Wilson. Now a screen set up for ETN. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
ETN. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
On second down, here's ETN. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Hurts going to keep it on the option. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Hurts in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Brian Burns. He works his way in. And that's now 2 sacks for him in the opening quarter.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. We are through 1. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with first and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's ETN. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
Good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 14. First down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Colts.
This run straight ahead for ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
In motion is Hill.
At the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
On second down, Wilson. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29. And it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll take this one in. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he will not be able to turn up Neal. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. There's a short one to Hooper. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd.
Throwing is Hurts. They find his big target, the tight end Stover. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's not going to get too far and tackled after a gain of just a yard. Burns again. Coming across the field, he's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards.
talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Here's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Nolan Smith working his way in to earn his 2nd sack of this first half.
Prater on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Jaguars get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make a habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 36-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Colts, 1st down. A gain of 36 yards.
Play action.
1st down.
Now, Wilson. That's swung out to ETN. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the draw, to give to ETN. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 29-yard
They'll
line.
empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Throw to the right side. It is caught. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft, and it's all going to be run after the catch. He's able to pick up enough here to bring up 1st down. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got a man, that's Horton. And the Colts are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
ETN. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Again, they give it to ETN. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So This defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it for the first time with Elijah Mitchell. And the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. He'll get this complete over the middle with Hurts. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Now Hurts. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Here comes the screen to Jones. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10.
To the air again. Hurts. Flushed to his left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
For quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the 3. And he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
17, Jaguars 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through to blow up that play behind the line.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
That one to the veteran Hooper. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
On third down, it's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, here's Hurts. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Colts will take over possession here at the 44.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking middle, and there is Horton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
On the give, it's Etienne. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Colts first down. A gain of 7. And the Colts first down.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
Made at the 38-yard
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Miller. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Colts.
They'll run it right here with Miller. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Second down and 8.
2 yards.
Here's Saul, the man in motion.
Second and 8. At the 12.
They go play action with Wilson. Back into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
16-yard line.
On third down, here's Wilson. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will extend their third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. From the 31, here is second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Second down throw for Hurts. He'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
And the Jaguars.
To throw, Hurts. There's a short one to Hooper. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Again, Hurts.
33-yard line. The second down pass. He was brought down by Owen Smith. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Third and long. Throwing is Hurts. To the right side, and Hurts got it. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will remain a 3-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Colts offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And he has been the focal point of this offense When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
In motion is Hill. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets that to Brown. The Jaguars have it. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. What a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Colts 20. Jaguars 10.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. As they're going to start this drive, 1st and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. That brings up 4th and short.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jags offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, a deep shot for Allen. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Hurts to throw. This one is caught by Kirk. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Hurts. Forced out wide.
Jalen Hurts. A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
Now Jalen Hurts on second down.
4-yard line.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. You can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
12 yards to go.
To throw is Hurts. That's to the tight end, Stover. He'll be stopped here, short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At their own
The Colts
14-yard
offense
line.
ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. He's up the sideline to the 25. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Colts first down.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
Marcus Jones on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 35, here's second and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Hurts. Got his man. It's Kirk. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Makes it third and 2.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Fourth down.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Fourth down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Back to throw. Wilson. Now a screen set up for ETN. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. A run here with Miller. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
Down at the 37-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Jaguars offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the give, it is Manunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11. Here's Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Hurts. Here comes the screen to Jones. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. Now or never, and he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack to keep this to a no gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one into the hands of Brown.
Wilson's pass.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the Colts will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This one intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick 6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. Throwing is Wilson. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Hurts. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Now it's Hurts. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Hurts again. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. They face second down and 7.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd
To the
and
air
7.
again. Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 32.
Third and long for Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hurts will try it again. Now, a deep shot for Allen. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll run with Miller. Space to run inside the 20. And he's in. Pendry Miller. Touchdown, Indies. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Jaguars 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jags offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32.
They'll run with Manunga. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Here we go. One final play. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. they continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.